to the Real Men of Real Estate here on KCAA Radio. We were just getting into the middle of how do you protect yourself when you're doing a land flip? Contracts, obviously, knowing who you're working with and all that sort of stuff. As you mentioned, that's kind of a show of its own. So
yeah, I would say one other word, vetting.
Yeah.
Vet everything.
Vetting everything. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So if somebody wants to get started on this, if they're thinking about maybe giving it a shot, how does that work? Like, how can an individual take a swing at something like this?
Well, obviously, most individuals aren't going to run out and buy 150 acres of something and subdivide it and sell it to a major builder, because it's just too much, not just money wise, but the amount of knowledge you would need. So on a small scale, this is essentially the same operation as doing the research and finding that lot. You buy the small house that's on the lot that you find out, according to the zoning, can be broken into 2 or 3 different lots. And those exist.
Right.
So I pick up that house.
Or maybe you can build some number of ADUs or something like that.
Well, under SB 10, you can, it actually made subdividing those kind of lots easier in a lot of the urban areas.
Yeah,
right?
much, yeah.
Okay, so let's say I buy that under SB 10, I can break that in half, right? Now, that is the entitlement process. I have to go file a lot split and go through the process. Now, because I'm not doing a master subdivision, it's probably an over-the-counter thing. I probably don't need to go to the public hearing, especially because of SB 10, right? And then I say, okay, so now I broke the lot from 1 lot into 3 lots. Now using SB 8 and 9, I can build a house and an ADU on each one of those. So now I've got the house I bought with the 1 lot, right? I broke it into 3 lots. I put an ADU behind it. I built a house and an ADU on lot B and lot C, and now I have 6 units. So I bought a piece of property with 1 home on it, and now I have 6. It's my own little miniature subdivision, right? On 3 different legal parcels. I can rent those out. I can sell 1 of them off, 2 of them off, or all 3 of them off if I want. So that's a small scale version of what we do. And individuals can do that. And it's much less risk. Obviously, if you've never done it before, I highly, highly recommend, contrary to the temperament of most real estate investors, including myself, we all want to go off and be John Wayne and do it, do it all around. I'm gonna take this and do it all by myself, self-made. Yeah, that's a really bad plan. You want to work with people that know what they're doing. Okay, if you want to work all by yourself completely, you want to take up pottery. But if you want to do real estate investing, you got to learn to work with people. And you got to learn to be part of a team, even if you're so-called doing it yourself. So find people that you know, like, and trust, that understand how to do these things, have money for these things, know where the land is, can do the architectural design with you, can do the site planning with you, can help expedite going through the public agencies with you, help you find buyers, renters, whatever it is. Find people that you can work with as a team. And so that begs the next question: where are you going to find these people? I'm thinking you and I go someplace every month where you can find these people. Spades, right? So SDCAA, right?
Yeah.
So you're the president of it. I'm sitting on the board of it too. That's San Diego Creative Investors Association. It's part of the National Real Estate Investors Association. They meet every second Tuesday down in Mission Bay in San Diego. That's where these people hang out. If you want to catch a cold, go hang out with people that got a cold. If you want to catch a good case of real estate investing, go hang out with people that have real estate investing, right? That's what you do.
Right.
So hang with them, talk with them, eat with them, learn from them. And there's other great clubs around too. There's a sister club in North San Diego. There's the International Wealth Builders Association, IWBA, that meets in Mission Valley. And all these, there's a bunch of others out there. You just Google it, it's crazy.
All these, search in your local area, just search for REIA, and you'll find a lot of clubs.
That's right. Real Estate Investing Club, Real Estate Investing Association, these kinds of things will come up. And some are private things, and some are, SDCA is a nonprofit. It's kind of owned by its members. Others are completely owned by a person, but they're still they're still interconnected. And these clubs talk to each other, by the way. I actually spoke at the LA RIA on Wednesday night.
With Lloyd? Or with
Bill Tan. Because Bill was at our meeting on Tuesday night. And he didn't have a speaker, so he asked me to speak for his Wednesday night meeting. So these clubs all know each other, right? They cross-pollinate with each other. But you find the club that fits your personality and your level. And like I say, in San Diego, SDCIA is probably the best club to start with. It seems to be it's very open. There's none of this you're a lowling, you haven't done the kind of stuff I have, so you sit in the corner and we're all of us are going to sit at this table and talk at the big kids table. It's not like that. People are very open to talk and share, and they welcome you in all.
Yeah, it's extremely diverse. People
Yeah,
doing
very-
absolutely every strategy. Every time we have a meeting, I'm always surprised at something I learn.
Exactly. So I would recommend doing that and building a team. Number two, look for money you already have. People say, I don't have any money to do that, but maybe there's that 401k from that employer that laid you off 6 years ago that's still sitting there that you can convert to a self-directed independent retirement account. Now that means you can invest that in projects. You can't invest in your own that you're managing, but you can invest in others. Find other people that have those kind of accounts and see if they can invest in your projects. Partner with other people that know things that you don't know. And one word of caution, do not watch popular television shows and think that's the recipe. Please, please. Those are
Yeah,
entertainment shows, and they cannot fail because there's a national sponsor supporting it.
Yeah, I can't even watch them for entertainment because it's too painful.
It's painful, but it leads people down a path of thinking things, and you find out that the actual project that they showed did not turn out that way at all. They
I'm
take
sure.
like 2 or 3 endings of it, right? But it's entertainment. It's supposed to be entertainment. And so you have to take it at that value. So go hang out with the people actually doing it and learn what the real world is. And don't approach it with a spirit of fear. Approach it with a spirit of adventure and be committed to learn, and also know you will never learn enough to be ready. So just partner with other people.
Definitely. So if folks want to know more about you and your business, how do they find you?
Coast-coast.com. Coast to Coast Equities is our company. Matley, Matley at coast-coast.com. That's my email address. They're welcome to catch me there, or Building Solid Foundations. I'm on the radio on KCAA every Thursday at 3:00 in the afternoon, and it replays on our streaming channels on Roku, Amazon, and the Android.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I know that's just the nutshell version of this. There's so much more, but it's awesome. I'll always enjoy talking to you, Steve. Thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Dan. I always enjoy talking with you.
Absolutely. All right, folks, that's it for this episode of the Real Men of Real Estate here at KCAA Radio. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you learned something that inspires you and you can get into it.